What up, guys? Knowledge of self-determination. So I couldn't wait to get on this topic. I just finished working out just like last 3 hours. I've just been working out, so I'm finally done. And I've been listening to other brothers' videos talking about the Bill Cosby trial and how it was a mistrial because the jury was hung. Um, I don't know any of the particulars of the case, or rather the trial. I know that some of the women have been found to actually been lying on Bill Cosby. Um, the statute of limitations had already expired for the majority of the women in this case. But I just want to say something. These women had the wherewithal 40 years later to remember what happened to them. Why the fuck didn't they call the police at first and report this crime over 30, 40 years ago? Why not? 30, 40, 50-year-old rape case. Why not? First off, I think it's bullshit. Do I know what Bill Cosby was doing with these women? No. But they were obviously seeking him out, throwing themselves at him like we know women do when you have money. Excuse me. We know this. Am I saying that these women were prostitutes or whores? No. I'm just saying that these women were young women in an age where free love, drugs, and sex and all of that was being promoted heavily. The 60s. This shit was being promoted heavily in the 60s. Free love. People just getting high and fucking all over the place. So what was Bill Cosby doing that was any different than anybody else during that time? Right? And some of these women had multiple visits with Mr. Cosby. That's not the sign to me of a woman who's been raped or violated by a man. A woman who's violated by a man who continues to go and visit with him to get the fuck out of here. Marv Albert. How many of you remember Marv Albert? You know, biting chicks on the back, taking layers of skin off by biting them and stuff. They swept that shit under the rug. What about fucking Woody Allen and his perverted pedophile ass? Having sex with first, obviously, and then marrying his underage Asian stepdaughter. He literally sacrificed his marriage to Mia Farrow to have sex with an underage Asian minor. That was their adopted daughter. He is a piece of shit, and that shit got swept under the rug. This motherfucker during the time it happened, was actually going to fucking basketball games with the young chick after he married her, and after the scandal had broken out, and nobody made a fucking fuss about that shit. Let's move. Let's move to current time, or let's move to current times real quick. What about Bill O'Reilly and his sexual harassment scandal? Swept under the fucking rug. Where the fuck was the feminist movement at when Bill O'Reilly shit came to pasture? When his bullshit came to pasture? When his skeletons came out of the closet? Where the fuck was the feminist movement at then? Where the fuck were all the people clamoring for Bill O'Reilly to be strung up from the fucking rafters for his sexual perversion? Get the fuck out of here, man. If we're gonna jump on everybody, if we're gonna jump on this man, then we need to jump on everybody. I support Bill Cosby 100%. Personally, I don't give a fuck what he did because nobody can prove whether he did that shit or not. Nobody can prove it. He said, yeah, I gave them drugs because they asked for it and things like that. I had sex with them because it was consensual. But nobody can prove that he actually committed a crime. This shit is a fucking farce. It is a joke. It's a joke. It is a joke. They always go after the black man for fucked up and heinous acts, but they never go after white people for the same shit. And they do the same shit more frequently than us. I'm just saying, no disrespect to any of the white brothers and sisters out there. If you don't do these things, then you're not a part of the conversation. You're not the demographic that I'm talking about. I'm talking about those that do these things, which is more than most other people. But if you're not one of those people who get down like that, then this isn't about you. So you shouldn't feel angry or have a guilty conscience about something that you're not doing. Now, why is it that we live in a system that's always ready to railroad and prosecute a black man? I support Bill Cosby 100%. I don't give a fuck who cares about it. Because when Dylan Roof got locked up for the heinous mass murder that he committed, when he was arrested, fucking cops took him to Burger King. Within the week, white people had raised almost up to $500,000 for his defense fund. And this motherfucker said, fuck it, I'll represent myself. White people, I'm not knocking white people for supporting their own. I'm not knocking them at all. So with that said, you can't fucking knock me for supporting my own. You can't knock me. You can say whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. I'm gonna support Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a black man. He's going through an ordeal that can definitely ruin his reputation. You know what I'm saying? Take away a good portion of his finances and basically compromise his family status as well. I mean, who knows what the effects of this trial will be on this man and his family's lives because of this? Who knows what will come of all of this? Or what will be the impact to him socially, economically? So yeah, I support him. White people support Dylan Roof, a fucking Klans member, a known white supremacist, a domestic terrorist. They can support him. I can support Bill Cosby. White people can be hush about fucking Bill O'Reilly. I can support Bill Cosby. Fuck it. I'm always gonna support my people. Why the fuck shouldn't I? Everybody else supports their own. Look at fucking Oscar De La Hoya and all the shit. Yeah, I'm talking about him because he has a big fight coming up, and I'm talking about him because it's relevant. Dressing up like a woman, dildos up the ass, sniffing coke, hiring prostitutes, underage sexual minors, children out of wedlock. Whilst he's married to his wife, he's having children by other women out of wedlock, settling out of court on fucking pedophile cases. You want to call it underage sex? It's pedophilia. Let's call it what it is. It's pedophilia. Right? The DUIs and all that shit. All of that stuff. The racist emails between his people who represented his company, Ring Magazine, talking about Al Heyman. All of these things. The media is making it a point to not put that shit on blast. But Bill Cosby is a worse person than fucking Oscar De La Hoya now? Get the fuck out of here. The things that Oscar De La Hoya has been doing is in contemporary time. Those are contemporary things. We're talking about 50-year-old motherfucking questionable fucking rape cases. Questionable rape cases. Alleged rape cases. We know Oscar De La Hoya did the things he did. It's alleged that Bill Cosby did the things he did. Alleged. But yet, Oscar De La Hoya's name doesn't get ran through the fucking mud, but Bill Cosby does. Yeah, I'm supporting my own. Mexican people are fucking supporting the fuck out of Oscar De La Hoya. Buying his events, showing up, you know what I'm saying, to the events. That travesty of a fucking fight between Canelo and Blockhead, Chavez Jr. Sold out the fucking arena. Over 1 million fucking pay-per-view buys. This, that, and the third. So if Mexicans can support a scumbag piece of shit like him, I can support Bill Cosby. And if you don't like it, oh fucking well.